basic things, details that we always want to pay attention to when we finish the triangles, no matter how we set them up. So first off, we just want to understand that there are different kinds of triangles. But from the guard, here's the basic ones that we look at. So we have
your partner is a little bit taller than you.
the arm across the body,
Maybe make more sense to duck under.
triangle right here.
And go into our safety clinch.
We have the
Regardless
arms,
of partner height,
same side of the body.
it's a
We'll
practice.
talk about more about that.
Same side grip again.
Then we have
And over. And I'm going
inverted triangles.
under.
All right, so from the guard, those are the main triangles that we'll be looking at. There's just a lot of different ways to get to those triangles. All right.
Nice and cooperative.
So we're just gonna start with the basic arm across the
I
body.
don't have to do much.
And those particular setup right now, we're gonna grab the wrist of the sleeves as we were.
I don't have to be really quick and aggressive, but I do want to practice the
So
strong
some of the main
stance. When I do
things.
this,
Number one,
again, I'm bending my knees a
use the
little bit,
foot on the hips
and I'm really
to shoot your hips up and close the
exaggerating
gap here. If you
that
don't do
movement.
that,
Okay.
the chances of you finishing a
Little
triangle
movement is
or even
required.
completing the actual triangle
I want to
itself
exaggerate that movement so that
against
I'm
somebody who has a good
furthering my body
defense,
to do things
not very
properly.
likely. All right. So always shoot the hips up. Boom. All right. And two, bite the shoulder. Like this, curl your heel in and bite the shoulder. And even if you're doing this in diamond guard, this is what you want. All right? Because what happens a lot of times is
my head over my hips.
he knows the triangle's coming, he wants his hips to be under his head and his head to be up high. Right? Because if I get into a diamond guard
Between my knees, like that. I'm not pinching.
and it looks like this,
Shoulder to the top of my feet.
and it keeps posturing up, it's going to be more and more pressure on my ankles because I'm supporting everything with my ankles
Here,
right
my
now.
head.
Plus, there's a really easy spot for him to swim his hand
Bring
inside.
that arm around, back around.
Pry it open. All right? So I want my knee pit.
Here, I'm more
To bite his shoulder.
susceptible to knee.
That's usually
I
my
also
first
don't
goal.
have very good
Get
control
into
over
diamond
my
guard
hips and-
with the knee pit
and where
biting
I
the
stand.
shoulder.
Whereas if I'm in tight, I can circle
Like
around, look
this.
for an exit,
So now, it doesn't matter how high he goes,
and escape.
I'm going to go with him without using any extra effort. I don't have to squeeze any tighter, I'm just
Decent
kind of
control
hanging on the
for
bar.
my
Right? My knee is hanging on the bar right now. That's what I want.
That was the situation.
So that's important. Also gives me more leverage and strength to
So
pull
once
him
you
in.
get grabs,
I feel pretty strong here, like this, but if I'm just back an inch, I don't feel very good about it.
Here, we're just gonna
All right?
pause here.
So step one is make sure you bite the shoulder. Shoot your hips up, bite the
Look at
shoulder.
this clench a lot in the great rumble, which is
So if I have my diamond guard, now my heels are curling in, and then my knees are pinching,
double hand grips.
like this. This is going to prevent him from slipping out.
I'm not just using my
If I'm
arm
loose,
to push his
a
arm
lot of times I
forward.
can just pop the elbow through and then slide the leg off the head and slip right out. But when I'm biting the shoulder, pinching the
In
knees,
front of the elbows,
he's
I'm
stuck,
not
very tight.
pushing to
So I
his
want that,
wrist.
all right?
I am
If I'm
pushing
dragging the
up.
arm across,
What's really
it's
good
best to do it while my
is
hips are up.
lowering my level.
Hips are
So
up,
I'm here, I tuck my chin, I
drag the
go more
arm,
level.
hips come
Again,
down.
I'm moving,
Pull them in, and we get the head.
moving against those
So it's not
thumbs.
diamond guard, right?
As opposed to trying
But
to
here,
go against
he's gonna have a
others.
hard time getting away from me. I got really good control,
Inside.
got the arm trapped, everything's good. So now from here, foot's gonna go to the hip.
Trying to help, so go ahead and
I'm
partner
gonna
up.
grab my ankle, I can keep a hold of the head as I grab the ankle.
Work through it.
And now I'm gonna create my angle. So I'm biting the shoulder right now, starting to bite the neck, but I wanna get a really good neck bite. So I do that while I hip out. Boom, I pull that up, and now the knee pit's tight to the neck. From here, I'm gonna point my toe, bite the ankle with the knee pit, and then I curl my toes back and push my heel through. Thrust the heel, all right? Here, here, thrust the heel. And then at the end, I want to make sure I curl this heel in and push it out. Curl it down, swing it out. Meanwhile, my knees will both be pinching together. So as this one pinches in, so does this one. All right, so that's an important detail. Down and out. From here, we're going to get to diamond guard. We're going to make sure we bite the shoulder. Pinch the knees. Drag the arm across. Pull the knees to the chest. Grab the head. Got them nice and tight. Now we're going to face off the hip, grab the ankle. We're going to swing and bite the neck. Bang. Now I point, hook, shoot the heel through, and now I squeeze as we said. Just keep my hands on the head right there. Finish with the heel squeeze, swing it out, pinch the knees. And I'm always going to be pressuring with the hips. The hips are always, boom, coming up into that. Hips up, bite the shoulder, cross the ankles, pinch the knees. Drag the arm across, pull the knees in, grab the head. When I drag this arm across, I'm going to trap it between my body and my leg. All right? My arm is always over that arm. It's never under that arm. Always over. Create the angle. Point, hook, shoot, and then squeeze. One other little detail is this shoulder right here. By the time I get the triangle in, should not see this shoulder at all. All right? So if it looks like this is a bad triangle. See that shoulder? It's no good. All right? Now you can't see the shoulder at all. And that's what we want. No shoulders. Here, here. We're going to turn this way a little bit. So just the basic kind of triangle setup right now. We're just focusing on the completion of the triangle and a few details of it. First, we want to bite the shoulder, hips up, bite the shoulder, cross the ankles, pinch the knees. Drag the arm, curl the knees in, trap the arm with the knees in the body. Make sure you're over top the arm, not under it. Face off the hip, grab the ankle. Now we want the knee pit to bite the neck as we create the angle. Bang! Now we want to make this shoulder disappear as we finish it off. Squeeze down, curl out, lift the hips. Same thing, just a couple more emphasis on, as we're here, don't skip the diamond guard. Alright, so this time, as you're going through the triangle, the partner's really going to be postured high on the hips and head up. Alright? If this is the case, it's rare that I can ever go right through the triangle. Alright, this should be the case. This should be the guy on top. Alright? If it's not, it's because you're not a good top person. Alright? And that's why you'd be able to close the triangle right away. You should never be able to close it right away, honestly. Okay, so I need to get the diamond guard first. Okay, so I want to make sure I have a really solid diamond guard because as we go through the triangle series, the diamond guard is the most vital thing to having a good triangle, is having a good diamond guard, where you feel comfortable that you can control people there for a long time and make transitions from there and have a lot of options from there. Okay, triangle being one of those options, but we're going to go through some different things. Okay. So again, as we're here, I want to make sure that my, we have a bar right here, and I'm basically going to drop my hip over the bar and hang. Bang. Right, nice and tight. And now I just cross the ankle on the other side. So this one goes over top the other, and we're hugging the heels in, and we're pinching the knees. Right, so now I'm just hanging on the bar. All right, now I'm going to drag the arm across, pushing it to the hip, and I'm going to pull my knees in. And as I pull my knees in, if he's got that good posture, I'm going to thrust my hip into his at the same time. Like this. Make sure the elbow is passing the hip. I don't want the elbow in the center. I want the elbow passing the hip. Alright, and then we control the head. We're over the arm. The arm is hidden. So now we're here. And usually here I can relax my legs a little bit at this point. Okay? So I'm riding it out. He's moving and doing his thing. I'll hug only as much as I need. I'm going to keep him tight to my chest right here. Now foot goes through the hip. I'm going to grab the ankle. So now, in the next phase, as I bite the neck, I shouldn't see any of this. So once again, my heel passes this shoulder. My leg lays right across the shoulders. Right here. Here's not good enough. Here's the trick. Alright, we have to be here. Point, hook, curl, squeeze.
Not that it's difficult otherwise, just to step around.
It's good. Alright?
But certainly,
now if you look here, if I just go like this for a second.
Better for the situation. Pull straight up.
One leg squeeze.
Look around the side. I just want to make sure that I get behind that leg.
right? I'm choking him with the one leg. It's the pinch, it's the bite that does the choke. If we don't have the bite, we don't really have the choke, all right? Everything else is just locking it in. It's the bite that does it. So I bite the shoulder first, boom, drag the arm across, pull him in, control, and now this is the most important step for the actual triangle, is that I bite the neck. Bite it, pull that knee pin right on the neck, make sure it's nice and tight. And now we just lock it in, no space to get out, and finish with the squeeze. So make sure you get the diamond guard, top partner, posture up a little higher this time. And then make sure you get a really good neck bite. All right, hide that shoulder completely, get a good neck bite. Don't let this foot be relaxed at all. Even if I can only get here, I can curl my toes back and slide it into place. All right, curl the toes, push the heel through, wiggle it into place, and get your finish. Foot goes to the hip, fall in place. That leg manages the distance, so I keep it straight. As I'm shooting the leg up, this one needs to bend. Let him fall into it as my hip shoots up. Get your diamond guard first. We have to address the arm. It can go either way, but right now we're focused on dragging it across, right? And now let the knees come in, secure the head. Foot goes to the hip. Hand can grab the ankle if I want. I want this heel to come up over this shoulder. And now as I lock, I should hide that shoulder completely so you can't see it. My leg is not outside of the shoulder, it's over, touching the head. Then we finish here. I don't have a lapel and a sleeve. All right? So in this situation, everything's the same. To start, if I have the left hand on the sleeve, however, it's going to be the left foot that goes to the hip. This foot just needs to kind of cut through. If he's grabbing my elbow here, just needs to cut through, and then shoot up for the diamond guard. Everything else is the same, just drag across, pull them in, cut the angle, hide the shoulder, and finish. So here, common position. I'm gonna break that grip first. He's got a good grip. So we're controlling with the legs. We're gonna just suck him in. Let's go to the diamond guard first. I encourage getting really good at going to diamond guard rather than right to triangle. I mean, with most advanced people, the triangle is gonna be very difficult to go right into anyway, right? So you gotta get really good at the in-betweens. So remember, heels tight, pinch the knees, drag the arm across, pull them in, grab the head. This is where we create our angle as we go from the shoulder to the neck. I'm gonna bite the neck, I'm gonna be over the shoulder as much as possible. Then I wanna hide that shoulder completely. Look at my foot swings this way. My knee goes to the head. You know, a nice, strong finish. Now as I pulled him down, we might get here and we find ourselves in a little bit of a battle at this point, right? I'm trying to get the arm this way, he's trying to pull it back. This is where we end up in a battle sometimes, right? So I can do a triangle, you know, obviously with the arm over here too, and we'll talk about that. We're not there yet. But what I want to focus on right now is, we're here, I'm trying to pull it across, he's fighting me to get it back. I want to start going and pulling him in. I still want to break his posture down to make him weaker, all right? And what I'm going to do now is this hand's going to kind of under grip the wrist or the sleeve. We're going to adjust. We're going to pull it now. So as we're here, he's got that elbow in. I want to keep it from going any farther. And this is how I block it, by pulling him in. So now this hand, as I continue holding the head here, this hand comes underneath. Foot goes to the hip. Look, I'm blocking the arm over here on this side. And then I just push. Now, hip out a little bit, let it fall back in again. Then I just reconnect. Everything else is the same.